restaurant.
You get to sit down.
That can change it. That can make a 9 booty action get night to a very, very like you don't get that booty that night.
Right spot.
You can bring it to the food truck. I mean,
the food truck that like here you go.
What up, world, and welcome back to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Trees Trims, in the building, man, and today I got two brothers with me that are breaking into the food industry in a major way, man. These dudes are creators, innovators. Whatever you thought it was, it's not that. Okay? I want y'all to know, man, you probably seen them on TikTok. You may have seen them on No Jumper. Without further ado, I got my man Jay Red and T Walker in the building, aka known as the Belly Boyz. What's up, baby?
What's good, brother?
That's how y'all do it. Look at the handshake.
Salute the general. There you go.
Yes, sir.
So first, I want to thank y'all for coming in, sitting down with us, man. Today, man, it's long overdue.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Right. Thank you for having us.
I've been seeing y'all doing a little work. I won't even say a little work, a lot of work in a little amount of time, man. So I really respect y'all grind, and I appreciate y'all taking the time to be here today.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
If you ever seen any episode of the Hot Seat Podcast, then you should know, man. The first question is, who are you? So we can start with you, man. T Walker, man. Who are you?
Man, we are the Belly Boyz is two brothers.
No. Let me cut you right there.
Okay.
I said, who are you, my brother?
Oh, okay.
We gonna get into Belly Boy. Who are you? Don't try to dodge the question, brother.
All right.
Who is T Walker? Standing by yourself.
Yes, sir. T.
All alone.
Yes, sir.
Who are you, brother?
All right, T Walker.
Give me a little bit about your background.
All right, that's what's up. So,
Yes, sir.
for me myself, I'm the origin of. I'm the description of an entrepreneur in its finest description you can possibly imagine.
Okay.
I'm a father that takes care of my children first and foremost, and I'm also a husband.
Okay.
And for me, I just don't see myself pursuing working for someone else, and I started that at a young age. So I'm an entrepreneur spirit. I'm an entrepreneur in every defined way. And so what I do is I just create revenue streams, so this way I can provide for myself and my family.
Yeah.
And that's T Walker. That's a very strong outside of what people ask. And I'm glad you feel me.
Well, you can talk about that too,
man.
man.
So
okay, so my man Jay Red, man, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Who are you?
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm a tall guy, 6'4".
He on a date now. I'm tall, dark, skin, handsome.
Hey, nah, man. I like to call myself a chef. I've been cooking since I can remember, probably 7 years old. I'm a husband. I'm a family man. God-fearing, and just out here entrepreneurial style, always trying to get to it, trying to get to the bag, trying to better ourselves as men.
Right.
As black men,
right.
And just trying to really do something positive for the community, man. That's what I'm all about.
Dope.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hey, he a fool, man. You know what? I can't deal with you, man. So, now that we got a little bit about your background, man, I want to know, like, how'd you guys get connected? How'd you guys link up?
That's crazy. It's a simple but kind of crazy story. Like, go ahead, bro.
My wife didn't invite him to my wedding. Then I was the best man in his wedding.
Oh,
still
wow.
my dog, though, right?
Wow. You couldn't even come?
Nah, bro.
It wasn't.
You went from like bachelor party planning. I'm I'm in your wedding party to, sorry, you can't come to mine? What's going on here?
No, I put different time and dates in front of each other. So we, go ahead, bro.
So basically,
I want to hear this from you.
So basically, our wives grew up as best friends.
Okay.
So they've known each other for years and years and years, since, middle school age. Right. And I got with my wife, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to this wedding." And we had been together for probably about 2.5, 3 years at this point. So we was solidified.
Yeah, y'all was locked in.
Yeah, we was locked in.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to one of my good friends' weddings." And I was like, "Okay." She was like, "So, you can't go." I was like, "I can't go."
Wow.
They said no plus ones. And she was like,
"Oh, you one of them." Hey, we had like food for just the people we invited.
She was like, "I'm gonna ask."
Wasn't cooking in. We was paying for
right.
No, but she said, "I'm gonna ask because she gonna let me bring you." She asked. This guy right here was like, "Nah, he can't come."
No.
Oh,
Why you? Nah.
Oh,
for real?
I mean,
we going low like that?
I need some explaining.
Oh,
you got some
man,
explaining.
We didn't know each other at the time, though.
Oh, y'all did?
We didn't know each other at the time.
No, you ain't bringing that nigga.
No. So, this is what really happened. So it's your woman's wedding, right? So she was like, we had a list. It was 100 people, bro. This is not just no ordinary venue. This is Fallbrook. Okay, this is.
Yeah, they got a nice venue. I know what you're talking about. The one with the big gates and all that.
20,000, bro, for 2 hours. So
right.
It was like we had a list that was 100 people, and that's it.
Stick to the script.
And she was like, "Hey, I didn't know him at all. This is just a stick figure person, right? And I didn't know her friend. I didn't know who his wife's Naima. I didn't know his wife's name, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I never met her, So she's like, "Hey, my best friend." I'm thinking to myself like,
how's your best friend?
yeah, you ain't never even mentioned this person,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because we just. So I didn't know that because they went away my wife was in Georgia, she was in Cali, and then my wife came back and they reconnected, so they put us in the ether. Like we had no, recollect of each other. So
from there, that's how y'all built this relationship?
Well,
how do y'all finally,
how
do y'all finally connect? How do you finally know that he's the one that you told, no, you can't come with the plus
he was
one?
joking with that. They just had a list, and whoever was in charge of the list was like,
"Nah." Wasn't joking.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't joking, did he? Okay, so how y'all meet?
Fast forward a little bit. They're having a baby shower.
Yeah.
Because they're having their first child together. I was invited to that. And so I pull up. We meet each other. We dap each other up. Hey, what's going on? Nothing, think nothing of it.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a little bit more. He's like, my wife is like, "Hey, we're gonna go over to the couple's house that we just went to their baby shower and have some dinner." I was like, "Cool." We pull up and we started talking. I don't know, man. We just started vibing.
Yeah.
It's just like, just on life.
Yeah.
And really, we started talking about cooking.
Right.
And that's we really vibed. That first night we met, we started cooking.
No, we went to the store.
Yeah, we went to.
When y'all went to that store, it was a wrap.
Allowed to go to the store together again.
In that grocery store, get lost, huh?
Oh, bro, we're like not allowed to go to the store. I remember some questions he asked me, some definitive questions there, but.
So, okay, the Belly Boyz. One of the hardest things when you're starting a business is coming up with, your logo and your name and the concept for your business. So, who came up with the Belly Boyz name? How'd you guys come up with that? And what's the meaning behind it?
It's really kind of crazy because we was really trying to think of names. We was going back and forth on names, and he came up to me like, "Hey, man, my daughter," because we kind of came with the concept off of what we were cooking. Because he kind of came up with the ribeye steak burger, which is our signature dish. That's what we started with.
Okay, and the ribeye steak burger is like ribeye grounded down into a hamburger patty.
Yes, sir. Real ribeye steak.
A ribeye steak on a bun.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, keep on going. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No, you good. And then so we was talking about names back and forth, and he was like, you know what my daughter said?
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off. I did mean to cut you off. But remember, we were the Burger Boys. We started out with the Burger Boys.
Right.
And we were dialoguing words. And then my daughter was there and it goes.
And she was like, you guys should just be the Belly Burgers.
Yeah.
We was like, Belly Burgers? That's a ring to it.
Yeah.
There's a ring to it. And then we was like, but if there's anything with the dang burger in it, that kind of limits us to what we can cook.
Right.
So we was like, what about just the Belly Boys?
Okay.
And
makes sense.
it was born.
It makes sense. Okay, I like that story, man.
So, yeah.
Shout out to your daughter though for coming with the
Shout out to my honor, man.
Daddy, sweet love.
Yeah,
I love you, baby.
man.
I'm gonna come home
Salute
and
to
see
you,
tonight,
man.
too. Yes, sir.
So how I found out about y'all was like, yo, all of a sudden I seen a flyer or something online saying the Belly Boys is gonna be at Fight Syndicate this day serving up that burger that you guys were just mentioning, right? And you know me, man, I try my hardest to try to support, you know, my people, man. And I've been knowing you, and we'll get into how I met you and all that stuff too, because it wasn't about no burgers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's what's kind of crazy. But so I came out, I went up there, man, and I had to get the burger.
Yeah.
You know?
What did you order? You ordered.
I got the belly burger.
You didn't
It was on
me?
the. It was on. No. It was on that brick bread. What you say? Homemade brick bread, right?
Yes.
Not no regular bun,
Yes,
man.
sir.
This thing was on that brick bread. The burger was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was fresh. It was really good, man. So
Thank you.
from there,
Thank you.
I've been seeing y'all staying active,
Right.
popping up at these events, catering these different things, and doing your thing. TikTok.
Yeah.
You even send me some of the videos. I'm like, yo, they're going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the events that you guys have been able to do so far.
Okay.
And you know, some of the little things that maybe some of the ups and downs, some of the things you've run into.
Right.
Now being a new, what we gonna call this, food.
You know, I don't.
What is it called?
Honestly, bro, I think that we're creating for ourselves a category that's a blend between three sorts: catering, food venues, and then a restaurant.
Okay.
So you throw 4 in there, social
Yeah,
media.
yeah, and then social media.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys are definitely been really active on that as well.
So maybe we just.
So with the events, like tell us about some of the best events you guys been to, and what you enjoy most about those events, and
So I
maybe
think-
some of the things you don't enjoy about them.
I think our first event, you know, shout out to Moo. She hooked us up. We were just talking about it. Like, what can we get in? Our sister Moo, she hooked us up. She took us to this, was it Family Market Night?
Yeah.
Over in, that time it was in
Rancho
Rancho Cucamonga.
Okay.
So, you know, we just went and we started cooking up everything we was doing, and people loved it, and we brought the energy. You know, we do our little
Belly Boys.
our little Belly Boy salute.
Correct, yeah.
Every time we make a food, you know.
That's
Belly
what I be excited when I roll up. I be like, I'll be wanting a t-shirt or something. Y'all gotta get some t-shirts. I want to be on the tent.
We got
Belly
merch coming
Boys.
soon. Merch coming
soon.
Yes, sir.
Dope.
Belly
Okay.
Boys.
So that was our first event over in Rancho Cucamonga, and people was really feeling energy. It was a small event, but you know, they really loved the energy. They really loved what we was bringing to them, and so from there, we kind of just kept networking on social media with different people. Like, I think the next event was Urban Swap Meet.
Well, that
Our
was
Fight Syndicate.
We did a normal pop up at Fight Syndicate.
Fight Syndicate,
and
yeah.
then we went.
That's where you came.
Okay, yeah.
That was our third event, second.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, I was impressed just knowing that you guys would just get going, and to see, you know, that your concept was like. One thing people don't realize, I think, when you're an entrepreneur or trying to build something new, is a lot of people are always waiting for that perfect time to get started. And there is no such thing as that.
Yeah.
Just get into it. And then there's a learning curve. Like I said, when you start the event, after you went to that first event, By the time you got to the third, you already learned something.
Bro, we was nervous as hell for that first event.
Right.
Too.
And then by the time you got to the third, you're like, okay, we know we gotta have this and that, because last time we didn't have this or we didn't have that, and then it just builds.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah,
right.
When it comes to entrepreneurship, you just gotta do it. There's never a right time. There's never everything's not gonna line up perfect.
Right.
It's just you're gonna look back on it and be like, damn, I did it, and things worked out the way they're supposed to.
Right.
They work out as long as you don't quit. Really, that's what I'm telling people. Dude, the only reason we're not here is because we didn't give up.
That's it.
And that's with
100%.
anything. That's with anything.
The journey, the process.
That's with anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I really salute y'all because I seen y'all come out of nowhere. I've known you to do multiple different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which brings me back to that. I mean, we met at Fight Syndicate.
Yeah.
I'm at the barbershop, Rico's Barbershop. Shout out to Rico's Barbershop. Rico's 2, Rico's 1. We used to call Rico's 2, Rico's 1.0. Either way it goes, Brother Ryan.
Hey, shout out
he
Ride Die. I'm sorry, y'all.
He's coming on too.
Yeah, Ride Die.
Already locked him in, so
okay.
he'll be on the episode coming soon. But so I met Brother Tracy, man, T Walker, and
it was like what, 6 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, and we connected, and you know,
14.
you were fighting and training at that time.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that going on, man, because I was like, this dude used to come in, man. He's asking for some real unusual haircuts, man.
We ain't gonna do it today.
We ain't gonna do it today, but I'm just saying.
It's coming up.
We're gonna reveal something to you. Look, Chico Beans. You think
it's
you
coming
got
out? Don't worry.
Wait till you see what T Walker bust down with you.
Ball man innovator.
That's what ball man innovator. Man, if it grown in the back, keep it growing in the back.
BBDG. Ladies love ball game.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you, man. So fighting, man. What's up with that, man? How long have you been training? And
so I've been wrestling for now close to 25 years. I started when I was 16.
Okay.
16. From there, I got into wrestling because I was told by my counselor, like, you got two options. You know, hey, you were either going to send you to juvenile hall or you need to get in some type of anger management programs. And wrestling was one of the programs in high school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm like, cool, let's go slam some fools.
Yeah.
What's that? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, at the time I was I'm small now, but I was like 95 pounds as a freshman. So I signed up, and this is in the Bay Area. So I signed up with wrestling, and I made the varsity team my freshman year. It just stuck to me, just to be so aggressive with someone.
Right.
You know, be able to just, you know, it's your strength versus mine, my wisdom versus your wisdom, and your skills. And so from there, I just excelled with it. You know, I just love the fact that I could be aggressive with something and then not worried about, you know, the outcome of hurting somebody. It just, for me, it was like great, you know.
Does that play a big part in your strategy in business? Because also another one part of your background is like the marketing promotion part.
Right.
So do you feel like that aggression that you use, you know, in that area kind of can play a part in the way you're kind of aggressive and really in everybody's face and promoting what you got going on?
Correct.
Okay.
And Belly Boyz, just say it, Belly Boyz. Belly Boyz, it rings. It's not something that's passive, right? Okay. So when we go to an event, right, we can line up next to anybody, but we're gonna be able to be aggressive, authoritative, and give you a good vibe. Why? Because it's from that same origin of being aggressive and the vibe that you get from us. So the whole thing about marketing is I'm a guerrilla type marketing person where I want to make sure that you know why. I mean, I walked into your barbershop how many times, and I'm just this one brother. Shirts, marketing content, websites, like and the fact that not having any fear, being an entrepreneur, you have nothing else left to give besides 100%. And a lot of times to other people, 100% can be perceived as over aggressive, right? Or sometimes, like for example, you might see me and J Red do a video, right? We're in the truck. with our morning gear on, our hats on, just some normal day attire, right? But guess what? We're doing a video saying, "Hey, Belly Boyz about to pull up to an event. We're gonna be here." We're giving that energy. We're allowing you to suck our energy out and recharge yourself. Because when you see that, it's electrifying.
Right.
Contagious.
Exactly. Not on a major scale, but a little bit of electricity. It's,
Wait a minute, like, okay, yeah. That's what got me over to the spot that day. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
like, you go check this Belly Boyz out, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
seeing people try the burgers. They looking amazing. Let me go get one.
Non-paid actors too.
You know what I mean? So J Red, what did you have going on before you really got the Belly Boyz thing going on? What were you doing?
I mean, I've been an entrepreneur I've had my own business for probably since 2010.
Okay.
It's nothing serious, it's just a property inspection business. So I've been doing that since 2010, and just really focusing on that, focusing on family, just doing what I gotta do to put food on the table, man, and get that money.
Yeah.
But as far as the Belly Boyz thing, it's something that you could see yourself doing down the line and it's something you're more passionate about, you think?
Oh, well, I've always loved to cook, man.
Right.
I had a black grandma. I mean, I'm mixed, but
He said my grandma was black though.
grandma was black, and she loved to cook.
Stay in the kitchen. Grandma stay in the kitchen.
They do. Some do. Look, not all.
I'm not gonna say all, but I'm gonna say that. Well, you ain't grandma if you don't stay in the kitchen.
Well, rest in peace.
You're a grandmother.
Yeah.
Right. Rest in peace to her, but because she passed away when probably like 5 years ago. But
all right, let's all take a sip to that.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Salute. R.I.P.
Grandmama.
I was always in trouble when I was a kid, so she would have me in the kitchen. Just, well, you gonna come help me then? So I'm learning how to cook from a grandma. Black grandmas know how to cook.
They know how to cook from scratch.
Yeah.
Scratch.
Don't be trying to warm and microwave nothing up. We finna make this right here.
So she had me in there with her, man, and I was just learning the ins and outs of cooking and what people like, what people don't like, and just from that. And I've always loved to cook and had a passion for it. So I've always done most of the cooking in my household because I just love the way my food tastes.
Right. See, I'm like that too, man.
Yeah.
It's not that I have to cook, but I actually enjoy it for one. It's therapeutic to me.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
And then for
There you
two,
go. That's crazy.
I really appreciate, because my mom is one of those people that's always cooked and always loved to feed people, and then that was her enjoyment.
Right.
And I think that's just something that I took away from it too. So it's really nice to see you brothers finding something that you're so passionate about that can actually create income as well. Because
Definitely.
that's what life is about.
Yeah.
Finding something that you waking up excited to do every day, right?
Yep, true.
So, respect to that.
Hey,
Now,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead, man.
This is a lovely set, bro. I like the set.
Thank
too.
you,
Like,
man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was blown away when I came here, man.
I appreciate it,
Your
bro.
crew, your staff, how you know what I'm saying, how y'all conduct yourselves, bro. It's another level, bro. And I really can appreciate this.
Thank you,
know what
man.
I'm saying?
Really appreciate it.
We are definitely growing, and all geared towards the community, man. So we're the only ones that's gonna make this work.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that comes not just with this podcast, but with everything. Like the main thing is, I don't feel like when people in our community come up with concepts or businesses or different ideals, that we're quick enough to support it, as opposed to criticize it or knock it or not support it. So that's what this is about. We put a spotlight on entrepreneurs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Small business owners, black-owned businesses, artists, musicians, actors, right here in our community, to show all the great things going on right here.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It forces everybody to pay attention. I mean, it don't force you to, but after a while, because like we said, we're not giving up. So you're going to have no choice but to get with the program.
You're going to make mistakes, and things are going to happen. Especially us. We're a newer company. We made mistakes, bro.
Those things are lessons, though.
Yeah,
they ain't losses. They are lessons. It's like I will never show up to an event without this again, or I'll never do this without that.
We've had events. We out there. It's 2000.
Who do you
4,000
bucking that
people,
kid?
and just our fire goes out. We're in the middle of cooking. We got a line of like 20 people.
Yeah.
And
you don't even tell them we had a burgers though. We had a fire.
We had a fire. Like someone create fire.
I done heard somebody run out of
Right
burgers
now.
before.
It
But
was-
y'all ain't got no fire.
It's the elements that you're in, you know. Being that we're, like I said, we were new. We didn't know that the wind blows the fire out. No, you know. So
and they keep blowing it out. Not that it just blows it out once. It just keeps blowing it out over and over.
Right.
So
and people see that, and then so.
and then you got people looking at us like, these niggas don't know what they doing, but we just like, nah, man,
And that's one thing about black folks, man. If
Yeah.
they show up, if it ain't clean, if it don't look like it's organized, and all that stuff, they're not gonna support it. Now we are critical.
Yeah,
That's true.
That we are.
We are very critical. So with y'all doing something like this, I gotta respect it, man, because you already know
Right.
if you ain't on point, this will be said.
Yeah.
It will
Yeah.
be talked about and
Yes.
it's just circulate.
But
Like,
the-
people quicker to talk trash about you than they
Yeah,
are to
that's
say,
true.
oh, them brothers is doing a good job.
Yep.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
But we've turned a lot of those people that might have had something bad to say, some doubters, we turned them into supporters because.
And you know you're gonna have doubters. You're
Right.
gonna have doubters, you're gonna have haters, and that's just normal, man.
But we keep grinding. We keep focusing on just always doing better the next time. And
self-growth, like growth.
We're very hard on ourselves.
That's what it is, man.
yeah,
for sure.
it's beautiful, man.
So let's talk about TikTok, man. You guys is creating a new wave on TikTok, man.
Yeah, trying.
You know me,
Get out there.
I'm 40. Everybody like, yo, man, put your stuff on TikTok. That's the new way to go. It's the new way. It's the avenue. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get yourself out there. And me, a lot of times when I see people on TikTok, I just feel like they're stepping outside of their element and doing stuff. And it's just like, come on, man, you looking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, it feels crazy.
But then I see y'all doing the TikTok, and one of the things on TikTok that I think that draws me to TikTok, I'm not on TikTok,
Right.
but I do see the videos through other sites.
Yeah,
And a lot of them
Instagram.
are with like the food, with somebody showing a recipe or how they cook something or
Right.
whatever the case may be. So this is working out great for y'all. Like y'all tell me
Yes,
how y'all using that as a tool to gain traction and promote your business.
Yeah, we got
We definitely got to shout out Trinity Chef.
Trini Chef, you know, big bro in the food game, you know, world-renowned chef, has put us on a platform where our first TikTok video was with him, you know.
Right.
We got to sit under him, watch him do a video and the content, how we did our
Behind the
content
scenes.
behind the scenes, just like this. And I feel like that alone, you know, starting out in this industry, we went from, you know, we got to be advanced 2 years in advance.
It was a good jump start
A very
to what
good
y'all was
jump start,
doing.
You know, like a cheat code, low key.
Mhm.
And so with that, we was like, since we already have a platform and he's already showed us how to go, we got to just focus on creating like that and focus on building from that experience. So it's been really cool, you know.
Because really, the way to grow, in a weird way, the way to grow in the food business is to grow on social media. Social media plays a big part. All the chefs that you
In
see
business,
on there.
period. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
These days, it just plays a big part. You just have to just
That's
do it.
where the people are.
Yeah.
On social media.
Yep.
That's
So-
how we've literally been to all of our events just from reaching out to people on social media.
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
one of them.
Like-
Every one of them.
Literally.
It's hard, like, it ain't like back in the day where you running into these people all the time.
Nah.
Now we have social media, so the people that we can't just run into on a daily, we still have a reach to through social media.
Right.
And
So
one of
that's great.
One of the ways that so if just I don't know if this might be able to behoove to someone that's a normal food star that's getting on the industry. One of the ways that we started to find events is we started following event coordinators. You know, shout out to Urban Swap Meet. You know, and these
I think it's Urban Boss Network.
yeah,
now.
Urban Boss Network now. So, and then these events that they post, right? What's going to happen is they follow the event coordinators. So if you're going to follow 20 or 30 different event coordinators, right?
About 10, 15 gonna follow you
They're gonna
back.
follow.
Right.
Even if they don't, hey, we created a script instantly. Say, hey, we're the Belly Boyz. We create food, exotic food concepts. We love to be a vendor with a couple of pictures. Boom. If we send out, and we would be send out 20, 30 in the morning time, you know, and then 2 or 3 will hit us back. Okay, boom. Okay, so now we lock these. We were at a point where, I mean, I don't think there's any food vendor that just started out like how we started out that was doing. We probably did like 40 events within our first month and a half. Just insane.
First 2 months,
wow.
We was grinding.
That's serious. Okay, bruh, come on,
yes,
gang.
sir.
Tap in. So, that brings me to No Jumper, though. Now, No Jumper, the coolest podcast ever. Shout out to Adam 22. Hey, T-Real.
Yeah.
What's the chubby Mexican dude?
Oh,
Judo. I like all of them. I like all of them, man.
Shout out Josh No Jumper. That's the real.
Josh No Jumper.
And Guru, you know.
Oh yeah. Respect to them too, man. The whole squad.
The heartbeats. Yeah.
So I watched them, and I could tell they have a lot of different avenues of how they do things. You know, they sit down with some hood dudes that's talking about the streets. They sit down with the artists.
Yeah.
Obviously, AD, T-Rail, Duno, they're kind of newer to creating content. Adam 22 comes from the BMX.
Let me tell you, from the hood up there.
Hey, man. To me, just like a biker and a porn star kind of guy that just like.
It's a Menifee guy.
He killing it. Like, yeah, he pretty much could be from Menifee, you know
right?
what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I don't know about the porn star part, but they definitely ride the bikes and shit, either way. I thought it was cool to see y'all up there, so I need to know how y'all made the connection. What exactly was going on? What was that all about, man? How y'all get on No Jumper?
So, I got you, bro. You know I'm about to throw you a big boy out in. So, when we first started, Jerry is a major podcaster, bro. Like, he's a guru of podcasts. Like, he consumes them all. So, like, yo, we should be on this podcast called No Jumper. I'm going to shoot them an email and a DM, see if they want to allow us to be.
I mean, basically, like I said, I listen to the podcast. They always talking about they want food vendors. So they shot the email. So I was like, say less.
Let's see what's going on. Let's see how bad y'all want some food.
Yeah, I'm gonna send an email. They hit us back. It was probably about 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half. I'm sure they're getting all kind of emails from random fucking strippers trying to get on there or whatever.
Of course,
like you said.
But still, I think relevantly, that's kind of quick. Like to me, for a podcast that's doing many views and.
The camera should like battery exhausted.
Nigga, I'm exhausted.
Do you have your keys? It's crazy how like just nonchalant you guys are, just like jumping in and out. Like that means you really right. That's what I'm saying. That means you're really comfortable with your shit.
Bro, you know how much the Joe Budden podcast stops and starts all the time?
Yeah, this is the shit that you don't see.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is just the shit that you don't see. Yeah. And I mean, I would like to have it to where it ran a little longer, but this is about real life.
Yeah, shit is nice.
In a real life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shit is nice, bro.
So, they hit you back, and then from there, how does it go?
So basically, he hit us back like, hey, we would love to have you. I fucking sent him a text message like, bro, you sent an email, and we fucking got hype. We fucking just started emailing back and forth, and we went up there. He was like, come this day. Don't say too much, because, they try to keep things like low key, because,
I know who's gonna pop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because they don't know us. They don't know us from fucking Apple.
They don't know y'all from. And dog, I'm telling you, dog, being that all of them's got all of these different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? T-Real, he from Hoovers. Don't nobody fuck with Hoovers. I mean, like, no disrespect. Like, I'm not even trying to talk on no gang, but like facts. Like, he has a lot.
They have to watch. They have to watch who they have around them.
Like me running my little bit of what I'm doing, I want to still know who's gonna pull up too. So I can understand that. So y'all pull up and
it just fucking went great, man. It was T-Rail, it was Adam, it was Yuri, and it was
some African
one new dude. They got Flacco. AD wasn't there that day, and House Phone wasn't there that day, but it was pretty dope, man. You know, they had OG Suicide. It was just.
Yeah, OG Suicide's dope, bro.
Y'all didn't see Crip Mac? I want to meet Crip Mac.
You wouldn't know it if you seen Crip Mac.
I want to see Crip Mac.
OG Suicide was
just
cool,
because.
bro.
Well, you know, Crip Mac and T-Rail can't be in the same building, bro.
Oh, for real?
Nah.
Oh, wow. I
OG
know that.
Suicide pulled through with a big old like.
Oh, yeah.
half-inch hair.
That's what I meant when I was saying what I was saying before. It gets touchy with certain things. So with T-Rail, I salute him because he's still out here trying to create media. He's all about his family, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
at this point.
he understands like some of these conversations and some of these interviews don't go because of who he is and where he's from.
Right.
And then the ones that do go really break through because it shows that, you know, no matter where you're from and what you're about, two men can still sit down and have a conversation without it going
But
the
I'm gonna
wrong
tell you,
direction.
I'm gonna tell you, he was a super cool dude, man. Like,
Yeah.
he showed a lot of love.
He
Like,
seemed down to earth,
he
man.
was super down to earth.
Smashed the Belly Boy burger, bro.
Because you know he's you know what I mean, he's a boss. Like, he has his store on Crenshaw with his wife. They making paper.
What's
like,
the name of the store?
Sorella.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
I didn't even know.
Yeah, so they're doing their thing, man. And he showed a lot of love, and then the one who showed the most love is probably Kiki though. 2cc Kiki on Instagram.
Hey, shout out Big Bro.
He showed a lot of love, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I seen y'all signing the no jumper wall and all that. I said,
Oh, bro.
let's tell you how we go, boy. Look, I said, yeah, son. I said, you got it. What?
talk about the platform, right?
Salute,
Talk
man.
about the platform.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, man, it was dope. It was a really good experience.
That's dope, man.
And we did not just so since we on camera right now, we did not leave the meat in the trash.
Yeah, I don't know what meat they've been talking about that we left.
didn't do it. What's the
It's,
Belly Boyz?
Mysterious meat.
Put it out there, so we definitely
What y'all make for them when y'all made the burgers?
We did the burger and the wings and the salmon burger.
I
And,
have the signature.
but they kept saying that, you know, the Belly Boyz shop, Belly Boyz,
Belly Boyz.
that we left some meat up there and it fucking went rot. But I made sure. I went back and triple checked to make sure we ain't leave shit behind. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they talking about, but yeah.
Y'all made
Shout
that
out to
trip
No
way up there.
Jumper.
Y'all didn't leave nothing behind, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
No, don't blame that on the Belly Boys, man. They ain't do that.
Shout out No
that's
Jumper
right.
though.
Belly Boyz.
But you know what, man? That brings me to another thing, man. Cause y'all are chefs, right? Y'all out here cooking, man. You know, chefs, they got the coat and they got the hat. Those hats don't resemble the chef hats that I'm normally used to seeing chefs wearing. And y'all brothers actually cook and prepare food and serve it in these hats. So
Yeah, man.
I gotta know what made y'all start doing that. I mean,
It's the real hat that I be wearing when we cooking, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can see. Like, I had to clean it up a little bit for the hot seat podcast. Gotta come correct. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, don't come with no dirty hat, cause I will.
But
say
there be
something.
grease stains and all kind of shit right on here though.
Real quick, so. Alright, so there's a brother now on Instagram, his name is the Black Jesse James. Now this is the real hat guru, right? Now this hat guru inspired me to start creating my hats. You know what I'm saying? His hat context, everything that he did on his hats was authentic. So what we wanted to do when we did our hats, we wanted to create a brand that could replicate who we are. So if you look at it, right, in this perspective, the line and then the B, and then the line and the B. So there's two B's within our hat. That's why you see the it's kind of like a military insignia for the drill sergeant, but they're
so
B's.
you're hitting them with the Belly Boys with the okay.
Yeah. So even though the hat looks dope like this, we represent something when you see it. So and we love hats. That's just who we are. Everything about what we're doing is about what we love. We love to cook. We love hats.
Okay.
And when you see,
So y'all just bring your own flavor to cooking. We're not wearing a regular chef hat. We're wearing these hats.
Yeah.
Like I said before, whatever you thought it was, it's not that.
It's not that.
Y'all bringing something totally different outside the box.
Yeah.
Bringing that
I
brand new
love
flavor
that,
today.
man. So you know, man, I wasn't. I thought it'd be kind of weird if I decided to wear my hat today out of nowhere, because everybody know I stick with my fitness for the most part. But I have to shout out Mass Creativity, man.
That's
Go
dope.
follow her right now, man. A few years back, I was getting ready for Coachella, and these brims right here. It's something about them in that desert setting, you know.
Yeah.
When you want to get your big boy on, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But what
sir.
I love best about her hats, man, is she customizes them with her own paint.
Yeah,
That's dope.
So I was able to work with her on this collab. I told her exactly what I wanted. She brought it to life and got this hat back to me so quick. I was able to get it, you know, wear it to Coachella. But for a minute I hadn't seen her online.
Right.
And she just popped back up.
Right
And
on
she's
time.
still on her thing. So
That's
big
right.
shout out to Mass Creativity, man. This hat right here
Big
is an
shout out.
art piece for me. It's just normally hanging on my wall, but I had to bring it out and stun on these boys. So, you know what I'm saying? Cause she said, what she said? She said, wear your crown. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta wear your crown, baby.
There you
Hey,
go.
there you
There you
go.
go.
Tip
That-
my hand.
Hey,
You know what I
yay.
mean? And nothing but respect to her, man. And you know another cool thing that I got when I ordered this stuff was some art, man. And you know, she didn't have to send me. It came with a personalized note, handwritten from her. And then she sent me this art as well.
Yeah.
And I wanted to let her know, like, I'm not wasting this art. I did have it framed.
Mhm.
And I do keep it in
That's
my
fire.
home.
That's some real
So
shit,
big
bro.
shout out to her, man. Like I said, if you need one of these custom brims, holla at my man right here, T Walker, or Mass Creativity, because I don't think he can paint like her. She really gets her paint
But
on.
can't no
She
one put a
gonna-
ruffle in that hat like that, baby.
She gonna need to holler at us so we can do a collab.
I thought that just because your hat was old.
Nah, that's it. We
I thought
wanted.
you boiled that mother.
It's authentic, G. That piece, you feel me?
Hey, shout out her. She can holler at
Yeah,
us. We
that's
can do a
what's up.
collab. That would be a beautiful
So
thing.
shout out to her, man. You know, I just want to throw that in real quick, man. What's next for y'all, man? What's the Belly Boys got at their sleeve next, man?
I mean, really, we just working, man. We just trying to keep grinding, keep building our brand, you know, because, I mean, we're still a relatively new company, so we're just trying to really focus on building our social media presence. Because there's a lot of opportunity in social media, and as far as like the cooking goes, just working our way towards a food truck and really just getting out there, man.
Okay.
Yeah, and to capitalize on that, there's a lot of the benefit for me and Jared is we are already entrepreneurs, so we're seasoned entrepreneurs, right? So me and Jared will be like, boom, okay, we found our name instantly. At what? Same 5 minutes later, boom, we got our DBA. I mean our tax ID.
Yeah.
10 minutes
Don't
later,
play.
we got our Secretary of State. a week later, we got our Articles of Incorporation. What, a month later, we got are we branded with our name? Our name is phrased by the state.
See,
The Belly Boyz is owned by
those
us.
are the things that people need to know.
You know,
It's
we don't
more
play
than
around
just
with it.
getting up and creating this concept to make these birds, but you have to handle your business.
Oh, the business is always taken care of, man.
Yeah, so I respect that about y'all, and I know, you know,
Shout out LLC Twitter.
dotting all those I's and crossing
You know,
all
I
those
got
T's,
to,
man.
yeah, absolutely.
Much love to y'all for that.
Don't call him
man.
T Walker for no reason.
Right, T Walker. You know what I'm saying?
Stalker, yes.
That's what's up. Hey, so for anybody listening in or anybody viewing this episode, I want to let them get a chance to stay connected with y'all.
Right on.
So let's give them your ats individually. I mean, of course, they are at the Belly Boyz, which we'll have
With
a
a
link
Z.
provided for y'all
Z.
with the Z. And let's give them your individual ones, and then maybe a TikTok, however they can stay connected.
Yeah.
I see y'all got a .com and all of that. So
Yeah, so we own thebellyboys.com, you know.
We're still working on
We're
it.
still working on because most of our content's on our social platforms. Collectively, for mine, it's Tracy Walker, the Belly Boyz chef.
The Belly Boyz chef.
Yeah.
I think you're
It's
the
just
Belly
the Belly
Boyz
Boyz
chef.
Yeah, the Belly Boyz chef.
At the Belly
2
Boyz
Fs,
chef.
Yeah. And
And
then,
then me, I'm at Belly Boyz Chef _JRed1069.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can also find me on Facebook at just my name,
What is it? Give it to me.
Jared Avant.
There
You
you
got
go.
that sweet last name.
That's the only way he said. Here it is, like they just gonna be able to figure it out. You know, you can find me on Facebook under my name.
You know.
We are introducing the world to you right now, dog. You gotta
Now,
tell them who you
I'm
are,
trying to make
man.
him do some work, bro.
Yeah, do some research.
Well,
Once you find my Instagram, then how
More
hard you
importantly,
gonna work to find
more
my
importantly,
Facebook?
just follow at the Belly Boyz on Instagram and
I mean,
TikTok.
The Belly Boyz, THE with the Z at the Y at the end. So.
Okay.
The Belly Boyz with a Z.
Bet. All
Or you
right,
can
man.
also follow us, Trees.
Where else can they follow us, man?
Right
You know
here
what
on
I'm
this podcast, on the Google
Hey man,
podcast.
make sure y'all tap in the Hot Seat Podcast. We always bringing hot guests.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to support our community and create this network that'll allow us all to thrive.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. Now, with that being said, man, that brings me into the next segment of the show, which I really enjoy. Let me see if I can find it here. It's called Rapid Fire.
Ooh, shit.
Now, Rapid Fire.
Are we gonna need some more liquor for that?
If we have some, we might be all out. No, we don't need no more liquor.
All right.
I think y'all gonna be able to handle these questions just fine, man. I'm gonna give you guys two choices.
Are we on teams? We're against each other. Because I'm very successful.
I'm never here to divide anyone,
I don't
my
mind.
brother.
We got
I'm here for y'all to be the Belly Boys. So give me the Belly Boys answer.
Okay.
Y'all got to work together on this. We don't separate, okay?
Alright, go ahead.
First question: Bucks or the Celtics? We all know they're in a real tough series right now in the playoffs.
That's not even a hard answer for me. It's
Who
Bucks all
gonna
day.
win?
Bucks
Fuck
all
the
day.
Celtics.
The
Bucks
Bucks.
all day. Put the Bucks up.
Okay.
I'm a Lakers fan, bro. Fuck the Celtics.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, you mad anyway if you're a Lakers fan.
Hey.
You had a rough
Hey, what
season.
you say? You mad?
I gotta keep
Hey,
it
put a
real.
cape on. Now you Superman.
Gotta keep it real.
All right. So podcast or TV?
TV.
Ooh.
Wait,
That's a
okay.
tough one.
Can I need a stretch on this. Us in podcast or TV?
No,
Give
bro.
me a little bit. Give me a
Would
little
you rather watch a podcast or listen to a podcast, or would you rather watch TV?
I listen to probably about 8 hours of podcasts almost every day, so I'm gonna go with podcasts.
Being that he has the majority of that, I'm gonna say podcast.
Okay.
Go podcast.
Okay. Get with the program. Here go a good one right here. Now, being that y'all like, you know, you're in this cooking industry, man, so you guys do a lot of cooking, right?
Right.
But that means you guys also enjoy food, right?
Love.
So what do you enjoy more, cooking and preparing food or eating?
Oh shit.
Come on, man. Easy
Eating?
money.
Easy money?
Eating, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's how they learn to cook.
Now,
Listen.
this is another thing. I see y'all, as far as the Belly Boys and how you guys is popping up at these spots and stuff like that. I see a food truck vibe coming next. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, but I don't want to limit that, but I do see that because those are where you really get those type of experiences.
Yes, sir.
Restaurants are a little bit more standard, you know what I mean? A little
Right,
bit
yeah.
more. So what do you enjoy more, food trucks or
I'll
restaurants?
take the second.
As far as the experience, what do you think you get a better experience at? Food trucks or restaurant? Because at food trucks,
Well,
I'm gonna let y'all go. Go ahead. Yeah.
so just to set the direction, we talked about we're not gonna stop at Belly Boyz. So this is our first actual franchise, but then our vision is way bigger than Belly Boyz.
Of course.
Yeah, we want to keep building and building and building. But as far as the question goes, I mean, we're a little bit older, so I'm gonna have to go with restaurants because you just get in there and if you get the right vibe at a
You
restaurant,
get to sit down, the ambiance is right.
that can change it. That can make a 9 booty action get night to a very like you don't get that booty that night
right.
because
spot.
You can bring it to the food truck. I mean,
the food truck that like here you go.
You might get some exotic food.
Yeah,
It's
cute.
fun. It's a new experience.
But
But
it ain't
it
that.
ain't got that Francois.
Yeah.
What's that spot called?
Francois.
And what's it?
Mama Portillo.
Mama
It ain't got that
Portillo's
Mama
vibe.
Portillo
You
vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out them.
And then
Okay.
just to add on top of that, we want to be innovators in this. Like, this industry is, to me, as a marketer, I see it as wide open, right? So, being that we come in as food vendors, right, there is no, to my knowledge, a business that's in the food industry that says, hey, I'm going to give you all the equipment that you need to start from A to B. Then when you get to C to D, we'll give you a food truck. But for right now, you got, pop-up, tent, and griddle. Then there's no other food vendors that are saying, hey, these are the upcoming events that you are welcome to come into.
Right.
And then once you build your food truck, which we will be building food trucks as well, there's no other venue that's going to build the food truck for you, and then give you part of a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only that, allow you to network off of your social profiles that we're building out. So I see so much.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, that's not rapping at all, but
This is supposed to be, one or the other discussion. But I like how you just
edit that out, right?
No, we'll keep that, man.
Okay, all right.
You dropping nothing but gems. So
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
keep
just
that.
saying,
yeah.
Last
Gems,
question
bro.
should be very easy, man. R&B or hip hop?
Oh,
R&B.
R&B, bro.
Okay, Susie, I figured that with these hats y'all got going on, man.
Bruh, come on, man. I mean, hip hop trying to be R&B right now, if we keep it real. But R&B all day.
That concludes our rapid fire segment, man. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. All right. So, man, man, this has been a great conversation with the Belly Boys, man.
Yes, sir.
We talked about their new business, some of the exotic foods that they're supplying the community with, some of the events they've been a part of, how they came up with the concept, man. And this brings us down to the end. And at the end, I always want to make sure again that everybody gets your contact. So again, shout them out. Let me get your at so we know, what I mean, how they can stay connected with the Belly Boys.
It says Belly Boyz Chef. That's what y'all can tap in with me on Instagram. It's the Belly Boyz Chef, 2 F's at the end. Facebook, Tracy Walker Jr. And then on TikTok, it's the Belly Boyz with the Z as a unit.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Make sure you just follow Belly Boyz with a Z. More importantly than anything.
The true Belly Boyz.
Yeah. And then you can also follow me on Instagram at BellyBoyzChef _JRed1069. Jared on Facebook, that's where I'm at.
Going up.
All right, so we're going to definitely provide those links, man. Also, the Hot Seat Podcast is not just on YouTube anymore. We're now streaming on all platforms.
I'll listen on Spotify.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
So if you don't have time to sit down and catch an episode on YouTube, catch us on Spotify, Apple Music, Anchor, Stitcher, and any other one of those streaming platforms.
Support.
Yes, sir.
So come check us out. You ain't got no excuse now. Oh, I couldn't sit down and watch it. Okay, well then listen on your way to work, or listen in the gym, or tell a friend to tell a friend, man. So, now it's time for us to shout out our latest 3 subscribers, man. One of these I'm going to say last because I don't really know how to pronounce it. I'm still working on that. So, first of all, I want to shout out Jesse Morales for subscribing to the page, man. Big salute to you, Jesse, man. I appreciate the support. The next one I'm shouting out, man, this is one right here. I know exactly who this dude is. I met him at the Cookie Santa Ana. He's a dope artist, man. His music is fire. And he goes by the name of Dolphin Splash, if anybody asks. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dolphin Splash, man. And his boy, man, I think it's AK Trax. And he said, Wish, Splash.
Okay.
Like Jordan. He got a new hit out. But yeah, man, stay tuned for them boys, man, because I'm bringing them on soon. And then the last one is, since I don't know how to say it, I'm going to spell it. It's ACQQUYT. Shout out to you.
A cutie.
What?
A cutie. I just think a cutie.
Oh, a cutie.
Yeah, it has to be that.
Okay.
When you spell it,
I'm going to tap in. You better be cute, too, with this name, because this show, you got to crack the code. It's like the Matrix. Trying to figure out your name. Cutie. All right. That does make sense, though.
Great, right?
Look, he's smart.
He's smart.
Okay, he's real smart. Well, man, with that being said, it's been another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast with hot guests, hot topics, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, we out of here.
Y'all like me.
Wait. You gotta do the go get the money.
Oh, we're gonna.